Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about Anit Life Equation. In Zack Snyder Justice League, we had seen Darkseid attacking on Earth and fighting with old gods for anti-life equation. But he failed at that time, and then again he sent Steppenwolf to find the anti-life equation for him. But he failed. So the question comes to our mind, what is anti-life equation? Why is Darkseid so mad after it? And what will happen if it is unleashed? Let's find out. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you will never miss an upcoming update. With that out of the way, let's get started with the video. The anti-life equation is a mathematical formula that proves the futility of existence and free will. In the wrong hands, this formula is a terrible weapon with the power to brainwash and enslave entire worlds. That's why Darkseid is so obsessed with anti-life. He's spent thousands of years slaughtering his enemies and conquering worlds one by one. With the power of anti-life, anyone and everyone can be immediately transformed into an unthinking, unfeeling servant of Darkseid, who needs omega beams and an endless army of embodiments. When you have the power of weaponized nihilism, sometimes it's depicted just as an equation, while other stories have shown anti-life to actually take physical form. In 2014's Justice League, the Darkseid War revealed the Anti-Monitor, the universe-devouring villain of Crisis on Infinite Earths, was created when a scientist named Mobius discovered the anti-life equation and was forever transformed. By speaking said equation, Darkseid can insert the full formula into people's minds, giving them the mathematical certainty that life, hope, and freedom are all pointless. According to Oracle, who barely escaped the full effects of the equation by shutting down the entire internet just in time, the anti-life equation further states that the only point in anything is to conform to Darkseid's will. When Jim Starlin returned to writing The New Gods in 2007's Death of the New Gods miniseries, the recon was revised, with the anti-life equation entity being revealed to be one half of a cosmic being that was split into two by the War of the Old Gods. When Darkseid first encountered the Martians centuries ago, he learned that the life equation formed the basis of their spiritual system, in belief in the power of free will. Darkseid assumed this must mean there's an anti-life equation that eliminates free will, and he was right. In comics, it was revealed that the anti-life equation was the source of the antimatter universe's creation, and that the Anti-Monitor used to be a guardian scientist in the antimatter universe named Mobius, who was the first to find and touch the anti-life equation. It then fused with him and transformed him into the Anti-Monitor, the anti-life equation's living embodiment. When Darkseid died in the battle against him and his daughter Grail, Mobius forfeited the equation in order to return to his original form. The power itself which possessed him is now in the hands of his original benefactor, establishing her as the goddess of anti-life. Just as the anti-life equation drains free will and turns people into unthinking slaves, the life equation restores hope and individuality. It draws power from the source, the powerful cosmic energy field that exists outside the known universe. In the 2005 Seven Soldiers, Mr. Miracle mini-series, written by Grant Morrison, Darkseid gained control of the anti-life equation, which is stylized in narration as loneliness plus, alienation plus, fear plus, despair plus, self-worth, divided by mockery, divided by condemnation, divided by misunderstanding, into guilt, into shame, and into failure, into judgment, n equals y, where y equals hope, and n equals folly, love equals lies, self equals Darkseid. Darkseid discovering the full anti-life equation is basically a worst-case scenario for both the new gods and the heroes of Earth, and it's one we've seen play out more than once in DC Comics. Both 1997's JLA, Rock of Ages, and 2008's Final Crisis show exactly what happens when Darkseid unleashes anti-life on Earth and transforms humanity into his mindless slaves. In Final Crisis, Darkseid and his fellow new gods have been reincarnated in human form, and they use the internet to spread anti-life across the world like a computer virus. It turns out most pop-up blockers aren't equipped to protect your PC from the anti-life equation. The idea of anti-life as a virus is also used in 2019's Deceased, set in an alternate universe very similar to the DCU fans know and love. Deceased treats anti-life as the catalyst for a zombie plague on Earth. When Cyborg's cybernetic body is bonded with anti-life, the equation almost instantly spreads across the internet and social media, transforming everyone who sees it into ravenous, undead monsters. Even Batman doesn't last long. Whereas the effects of anti-life are reversed in Rock of Ages and Final Crisis, the plague in DC is so bad that the survivors are forced to leave Earth and find a new planet to call home. Darkseid is hellbent on returning to the one planet that's managed to repel the new gods twice. The anti-life equation is hidden somewhere on Earth, and all signs point to the idea that Darkseid will find it and unleash it on the world. That's why he always comes to Earth in search of the anti-life equation. And with that, we will bring this video to an end. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.